everybody. Welcome to June's last edition of Transfermarkt TV International. We all here in Hamburg, Germany, hope that you are healthy and well and that you're ready for the latest news and transfer speculations in the world of international football. With the German Bundesliga, apart from their relegation games already over and the other leagues in Europe heading into their final stages, it is always the time now where transfer rumors are heating up. So let's start with newly crowned English Premier League champions Liverpool, as they are now a new candidate for signing SSC Napoli's Kalidou Koulibaly, according to British paper Mail on Sunday and Italian source Tuttomercato. The 29-year-old Senegal international is one of the best in the world at centre-back position, and together with Virgil van Dijk could even strengthen Premier League's by far best defense. Koulibaly has a price tag from Napoli president Aurelio De Laurentiis standing at 99 million euros. The Reds reportedly are willing to pay 60 million and offer 30-year-old defender Dejan Lovren in a player swap plus cash deal. The Croatian international hasn't been a regular with the Reds lately, and with only 1 year left in his contract could be attracted by a new Serie A experience. Tottenham, with 7 matches to play in the league table, is standing 4 points out of international competition. Thus, manager Jose Mourinho is already looking to improving his offense. As British paper Daily Mirror has it, one candidate is Mourinho's former Real Madrid player Lucas Vazquez. The 28-year-old Spaniard only played 820 competitive minutes this season behind progressing Real youngsters Vinicius and Rodrigo, and could be interested in moving to London. As his contract with the Royals ends in 2021, the Spurs hope to reduce a 25 million euro transfer fee expectation down to 17 million euros. Also on Tottenham's wish list, if we believe paper Daily Mail, is OSC Lille centre-back Gabriel MAGALHAES. The 22-year-old Brazilian became a regular for the French side last season, appearing in all but 4 Ligue 1 and Champions League matches. His contract runs another 3 years, but the former under-20 Seleção player has indicated he was ready to move. The Spurs enter the competition for signing him against also interested Arsenal and Napoli, and are said to already having offered Lille a 30 million euro transfer fee. Chelsea manager Frank Lampard already invested big by signing German national team striker Timo Werner on a 53 million euro transfer fee from Leipzig. Now the Blues, if we believe sources from British paper Sun, are looking to land a defender to upgrade their squad to becoming a title contender next season. West Ham's 21-year-old defensive midfielder Declan Rice is on Chelsea's radar. He wants to shift his former Chelsea academy player, Lampard that is, from midfield to his former centre-back position. Rice, who played every minute of the Hammers' 31 Premier League matches so far, has a price tag of close to 80 million euros, with the Blues speculating to get the England international at 50 million euros, especially if the Hammers were relegated at the end of the season. Another 3-line defender most certainly will be moving, as Leicester City's left-back Ben Chilwell remains strongly linked to, again, Chelsea and Manchester City. The Foxes could already have found a strong alternative in Ajax Amsterdam's Nicolas Tagliafico. The Argentina international, according to portal Leicestershire Live, is allowed to negotiate a transfer to King Power Stadium, as Ajax sports director Mark Overmars confirmed. Because of his accomplishments in his last 2.5 years with Ajax and at his age of 27, the Dutch Eredivisie champions will allow Tagliafico to take the next step in his career if the transfer fee is right, his current manager Erik ten Hag explained in an interview with Dutch portal Het Parool. Leaving the Premier League could be Arsenal's French central midfielder Matteo Guendouzi. The 21-year-old told Gunners officials that following his downgrade to a substitute player under new manager Mikel Arteta, he wishes to continue his development with more playing time elsewhere. Even though Arsenal are not really keen to losing the talented youngster, they will consider offers in the region of 40 million euros that, following from reports of French paper L'Equipe, could be coming in from Inter Milan or Atletico Madrid. As we are recording the show right now, a transfer rumor that we have now could become a done deal in the course of the day. As in a surprise move, Inter Milan derailed Borussia Dortmund's plan to sign their Real Madrid loan player Achraf Hakimi permanently. As Italian transfer expert Gianluca Di Marzio reports, the Nerazzurri lured the outstanding Moroccan right-back to the Serie A by offering a much higher net wage than Dortmund did. The 22-year-old, who in 41 Bundesliga and Champions League games recorded incredible 9 goals and 10 assists this season, was bound to stay in Dortmund as he saw his future with Real difficult behind regular right-back Dani Carvajal. As Dortmund has given up their pursuit for Hakimi, Inter is close to finalizing a deal and probably will during the course of the day. That besides the wage supposedly will cost around 40 million euros in transfer fees. Another Real Madrid loan player, Borja MAYORAL, following sources from Spanish paper AS, quite certainly will also not be coming back to Bernabeu. The 23-year-old striker this season has recorded 7 goals and 1 assist for UD Levante without showing too many impressive performances. But Valencia and Villarreal see more potential in him and want to sign him this summer. Real is open for a deal as MAYORAL's contract expires in 2021, and thus a possible transfer fee at 3 to 5 million euros seems a better option for an expendable player in their squad. And just in from a German newspaper Bild, VfL Wolfsburg striker Wout Weghorst is on the radar of Premier League sides Arsenal and Newcastle United. The 27-year-old Dutch striker with 16 goals in the last Bundesliga campaign was pivotal for the German Wolves reaching the Europa League qualification. The former AZ Alkmaar goalscorer joined Wolfsburg in 2018 on a moderate 10.5 million euro transfer fee and is contract bound until 2023. Arsenal are still in search for possible replacement for their hitman Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, while Newcastle, with awaited new resources from Saudi Arabia, is looking to upgrade their squad. Wolfsburg is said to listen to offers at 35 million euros or higher. As positive feedback kept coming in, we decided to have another top 11 of dual citizenship for you. This time it's number 29 in the FIFA World Ranking. Turkey, the team of manager Şenol Güneş, managed to qualify for the Euro 2020 that will take place in 2021. Their current roster is evaluated at 169.5 million euros. And we now take a look at a possible top 11 for Turkey, mainly German players who opted to play for a different country than the one of their ancestors. Between the posts, Can Dursun, a 27-year-old backup goalkeeper for Danish side Viborg FF, not really relevant for this top 11's market value. 2 of the 3 centre-backs break the 2 million euro market value mark. At left, the Swiss FC Basel regular Eray Çömert. The 22-year-old won his first cap for Switzerland last year and is evaluated at 2.3 million euros, 100,000 more. It is for middleman Koray Günther, the former German under-21 international, now at age 25. So far has recorded 23 of 28 season games for Italy's number 9 in the league table, Hellas Verona. And Serdar Taski is a former German national team player. The 33-year-old longtime Stuttgart player recorded 15 caps for Germany. His market value was the highest in 2010 at 15 million euros. This top 11 defensive line compared to the current Turkey squad would rather be a downgrade, since the top defensive players Kabak and Demiral from Juventus Turin together mark 56 million euros in market value. At defensive midfield, we have Emre Can, who after a not satisfying stint with Juventus Turin in January returned to the Bundesliga. The 26-year-old has since been a leader for Borussia Dortmund and very well might also be a key figure for the German national team in the upcoming Euro tournament. His market value 24 million euros. A possible Can teammate at Jogi Löw's team could be Suat Serdar. The 23-year-old won his first 3 caps last year and was sorely missed by lately Schalke 04 after a knee injury. The offensive midfielder stands at 20 million euros, and Also at 24 million euros, like Can, is Kerem Demirbay, our choice at right central midfield. The 26-year-old played for Turkey's youth national teams, but later decided to join Germany, winning the Confed Cup 2017. Just as Can and Serdar, the Leverkusen regular is evaluated 5.5 million euros higher than the top midfielder or attacker of the current Turkey national team, Hakan Çalhanoğlu. Born in Istanbul but bound to Romania, Yanis Haj, our central offensive midfielder in this top 11 with a second passport from Turkey. Hard to believe, though, that the 21-year-old wouldn't follow in Romanian footsteps of his legendary father, George Haj, probably the best footballer of all times in Romania. At right wing, Levin Öztunali, whose grandfather was one of the greatest German strikers in history, Uwe Seeler. Same story as with Haj. Öztunali, by heritage, more or less had to choose Germany ahead of Turkey. At left wing, we'll find a player in our top 11 who still is eligible for the current Turkish team, Ajax Amsterdam's big talent, Naci Univar. At age 17, he's already evaluated at 3.6 million euros and on his way up to Ajax's first team. As he so far only has played for the Netherlands youth teams, he's still a possibility for Şenol Güneş. Up front, a rather long shot, Serdar Dursun for German second Bundesliga side Darmstadt 98. The 28-year-old, thanks to 16 goals in Germany's second division, stands at 950,000 euros in market value. This top 11 has a market value of 85.15 million euros, which is, on an interesting note, less than the current value of the last Turkey team that Güneş fielded in a game at Andorra. A mixture between the real and the possible team, especially at midfield, would strengthen the FIFA number 21 in the world. And on another note, before you ask, both Arsenal's Mesut Özil as well as Man City's İlkay Gündoğan do have Turkish ancestry but do not own a Turkish passport. Thus, the two Germans are not eligible for this top 11 of players with dual citizenships of Turkey. We'll finish today's show with some contract extensions and done deals that you probably have expected if you've been following our rumor mill lately. So this deal is not really a surprise, as Barcelona and Juventus Turin came to terms in a swap plus cash deal for Brazilian Arthur and Bosnian Miralem Pjanic. Arthur will leave Camp Nou on a 72 million euro transfer fee plus possible bonuses of 10 million euros. The 23-year-old Brazilian was contract bound at Barcelona until 2024 and had to be convinced to agree to a trade reportedly by 100% wage increase from Juventus Turin to join the Italian record champions. The Seleção central midfielder came into Barcelona in 2018 on a 31 million euro transfer fee from Grêmio Porto Alegre. The 30-year-old Bosnian Miralem Pjanic will leave Turin on a 60 million euro transfer fee with possible 5 million euros in bonuses and agreed on a 4-year contract with Barcelona. Pjanic joined Juventus in 2016 from AS Rome and has been a regular for the Italian champions in central midfield ever since. Both Arthur and Pjanic will stay for the remainder of this season with their respective teams, possibly even crossing paths in the Champions League tournament scheduled for August. Another long-time speculation finally is over. Thomas Meunier, as reported, will join Borussia Dortmund. The 28-year-old Belgian signed on a free transfer with Bundesliga's numbers 2 team last Thursday and joins fellow national team players Torgan Hazard and Axel Witsel. He partly have been affected in his decision to move to Dortmund on a 4-year contract by these two players. He also chose Borussia Dortmund ahead of other competition because of their unique atmosphere and their playing style. One more year it is for two Juventus Turin all-time greats. Goalkeeper Gigi Buffon and central defender Giorgio Chiellini extended their 2020 ending contracts for another year until 2021. Buffon, aged 42, and Chiellini, aged 35, together played in 1,178 competitive matches for the Bianconeri and recorded 10 championships and 4 Coppa Italia titles. Juventus stated role models on the pitch, rousing leaders, Buffon and Chiellini figureheads, captains. Elsewhere, Marco van Ginkel will stay with Chelsea for another season as the Blues officially confirmed the 27-year-old midfielder extended his contract to 2021. The Dutchman joined the Blues on a 9.4 million transfer fee from Arnhem in 2013. He has only made 4 appearances for the first team of the Blues so far because of injuries and his loan spells away from Stamford Bridge, as he was part of Chelsea's well-known loan army with stints at Milan, Stoke City and PSV Eindhoven. 19-year-old right-wing talent Anthony Musaba will transfer from NEC Nijmegen to Ligue 1 side AS Monaco. He will sign a 5-year deal for a reported fee of 2.5 million euros. NEC have included a sell-on clause in the deal. The talented Musaba broke through this season with Nijmegen, scoring 7 goals and 5 assists in 25 appearances in the Dutch second division. He impressed a couple of European top teams like Dortmund, Olympique Marseille and Valencia. Despite already getting a tour at Dortmund Stadium, Musaba preferred the move to Monaco. And last but not least, Arjen Robben will be back 1 year after his retirement from Bayern Munich and professional football in general. The 36-year-old announced his comeback as he will train and hopefully play in the next Eredivisie season for Groningen, 18 years after Robben left the club to join PSV Eindhoven in 2002. The club needs all the help it can get amidst the corona crisis, Robben said in a club statement. As we see him in a new club outfit, here's a look at his stats in Groningen 18 years ago. He was a winger, played there for 6 years and had 52 games with 12 goals and 5 assists before moving to PSV Eindhoven. Later on, Robben became a Bayern Munich legend after his move from Real Madrid to the German record champion in 2009. He won 8 German championships, 5 cup titles by scoring the decisive goal in 2013. He also won the Champions League with Bayern. In 309 competitive games, he scored 104 goals and assisted on 101 for the German champions. Now, the legend is back. That's it for this week's edition of Transfermarkt TV International. Please stay healthy and please continue to keep following all the rules of your local government for social distancing. As a little special, we let you go into this week with an interesting little feature about Arjen Robben as he is returning.
Beste voetbalvrienden en beste supporters van FC Groningen. Op 12-jarige leeftijd ben ik begonnen in de jeugdopleiding van FC Groningen en op 16-jarige leeftijd volgde mijn basisdebuut in het stadion Oosterpark tegen Feyenoord. Op mijn 18e vertrok ik al naar Eindhoven. Inmiddels, 18 jaar later en een mooi voetbalavontuur rijker, komen we terug naar huis. Terug naar Groningen. We komen helaas terug in een bizarre tijd van crisis die iedereen treft. Ook FC Groningen heeft het niet makkelijk en het is geweldig om te zien hoe iedereen de club blijft steunen. Zelf heb ik ook meegedaan aan de verschillende acties en erover nagedacht wat ik nog meer zou kunnen doen voor onze FC. De laatste weken heb ik veelvuldig overleg gehad met mensen binnen de club. En misschien nog wel het meest geluisterd naar de actie van de supporters. Arjen, volg je hart. Een terugkeer als speler van FC Groningen. Het begon te kriebelen en nu is het mijn missie. Ik werk aan een comeback als voetballer bij de FC. Of dit gaat lukken, weet ik nu nog niet. Wat ik wel weet, is dat het aan mijn inzet en motivatie niet zal liggen. Het is fysiek gezien een pittige uitdaging, maar ik ga er vol voor. Achter de schermen werk ik hard en als alles klopt, sluit ik aan bij de eerste training van het nieuwe seizoen. En daarna hoop ik jullie allemaal snel weer te zien. Want mijn droom is om uiteindelijk te spelen in het shirt van FC Groningen. Zover is het nog niet, maar dromen mag. En dat doe ik, nog steeds. Groetjes en hopelijk tot snel.